Alright, what's going on guys? How you all doing? Well, so today's video we're going to be talking about the new Finesse Filet worms from LMAB. Brand new bait. So I thought I'd do a quick video dedicated to these, show you guys how to rig them, talk a little bit about the bait, and there's going to be a couple of fishing clips at the end of the video. So I'm going to try and keep it quick, but yeah, Finesse Filet worm. So, 3 sizes, 15cm, 12cm, and the smaller size. I've just opened these packets, so they're all a bit messed up, but 6cm. Double check that. So these are new TPE bait from LMAB. TPE is super stretchy, super buoyant, so it gives the lures a totally different presentation to your average, you know, soft plastics that sink and don't have any stretch to them. So, you know, they excel, fish slow on the bottom, you know, and a slow winter presentation. So the tail sort of sticks up in the air. They're super durable, so they'll last a lot more fish than, you know, something that you can get your tail bitten off. Like, you know, these are not going to get bitten off even by pike and stuff like that. They're just that durable. So, yeah. I'm going to quickly go over a couple of rigging options. Now, it gives you some rigging options on the back of the packet, like all the LMAB lures do. Sort of, you know, tells you the hook size, shows you a few different rigs and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a few different options for how I like to rig them, and then, like I say, yeah, we're going to get into some fishing footage. So, most of these options I'm going to be showing you is with the 12cm size. In the fishing footage, I'm only using the smaller size, but yeah, you'll be able to get the idea with this. So, first thing, this is probably how I mainly fish these, especially the 12cm size, which will probably be my go-to this winter for the bigger, big nasty perch, but weedless rigged. You can see that. This hook might be a little bit big for this. Kind of the idea with the floating baits is you don't want to hook too big because the weight of the hook will stop it from floating. Like the tail will still float up, but the body might not. So yeah, this hook might be a little bit big for that, but I just thought I'd put a bigger one in for this presentation. Now these have got a super thin body, so unlike your normal like TRDs, you know, they're a bit shorter and fatter. These should have a good hookup rate because, you know, very easy to get good hook exposure. So as you can see, this one's on a Jika rig. Very nice presentation, especially with the floating bait, because the bait will stick up sort of not high off the bottom as it would on like a Texas or as a Carolina rig. You know, just stick up like a centimetre off the bottom, something like that, which will give it a great presentation. And of course, Texas rig, which I'll be using a lot, Cheb rig, Carolina rig, for the weedless presentation. So yeah, that's the first presentation we're going to talk about. Weedless. I'm talking very fast today. But yeah, we're trying to keep it quick. So yeah, rig these bad boys weedless. Of course, the smaller size as well, you can rig. I'll just show you really quickly. With a small weedless hook. Don't even bother focusing. There we go. This is a size 4 weedless hook right here for the 6cm lure. So you probably won't be able to see me rigging it, but I'll show you when I've got the hook in. Let's do this really quickly. So there we go. Nice thin gauge size 4 hook. You probably get away with a size 6 on that. Should get a really nice hookup rate, like I say, with the thin body profile. Nice buoyant tail with that floating well, air pocket that's in there. So yeah, even this small size should stand up really nicely in the water. But yeah, weedless, Cheb, Jika, Texas, Carolina, they should be your 4 go-tos. I like Texas, probably the best out of those, but they've all got their own place. So first method, weedless. Next one is you can just fish these on a standard jig head. Again, this hook's slightly bigger than what's recommended. It's recommended to be fished with a 2/0. Trying to make it so you can see. I've lost my tripod, so I'm sort of, well, you're balanced on a tackle box right now. So yeah, it's not the best setup, but yeah, fish on a standard jig head. Like obviously the tail swims. It's got a little bit of a curly tail. You can use it as a swim jig. Let it sink to the bottom. Fish it on the bottom if you're not in a super snaggy area or anything like that. Probably want to use these for salt water. I'll probably mainly use these on the jig head, to be fair, when I'm not in somewhere super snaggy. This will make a really, really good bass lure, as it is essentially a ragworm. But yeah, with the little pincers on the front, the ribs, the colour, especially this one, it just screams ragworm for me. So wrasse, bass, pollock, stuff like that, I'd probably just fish up the straight jig head. And yeah, I think this will slay there. Obviously perch as well, if I'm fishing somewhere not snaggy, I'll use it with a jig head. Or zander fishing, I don't really fish zander. But yeah, there's the next option, straight jig head. Moving on to the next one, which is very similar, which is why I'm can't talk, but it's why I'm kind of bunching them together, and that is Ned rigging it. Just as you would a TRD. Fish it on the bottom, this will stand up nicely, the tail will switch, even if there's the slightest bit of flow, this tail will still like quiver and flutter and stuff like that. Nice buoyant bait, draw those fish in. Totally different profile to your normal Ned rigs, so you know, if they're not biting on that, something a little thinner, a little longer, something they've not really seen before, might make a difference in some tough conditions. So, weedless, jig head and Ned rig. 3 options, sort of like 6 options to be fair, 7 options. And then the last option, I don't do this option very often, I don't even have a hook, but is the classic drop shot. Especially this smaller size will work brilliantly on the drop shot if you're trying to catch a bunch of little fish. There we go, obviously you wouldn't use this hook, you'd use a size, maybe like a size 6 or a size 4 hook. I'll see what's recommended actually. Size 4 is recommended, but yeah, size 4, size 6, something like that. On the old drop shot. And yeah, you'll slay fish in the winter months. So yeah, a quick little look at a few different rigging options. Like I say, I'm going to be using these a ton this winter. Super stretchy. They're all scented as well. They're all phthalate free. Which is all obviously good for the environment. And yeah, exciting new bait, something a little different that they've not really done before. So yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of fishing footage that I'm going to roll now. Hope anyone who's been interested in these baits, hope that's helped you out a little bit. Like I say, it does show you on the back of all the packs of LMAB lures how to rig them, what size hooks to use and stuff. But yeah, I thought I'd go over a few different options as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of fishing footage that I've got for you. And yeah, hopefully get some big fish on these this winter. So yeah, catch you next time. I had a bite finally. Definitely can't see very well though. Ah, we got one. Very pale, aren't they? So it might be like coloured quite a lot now. We've started hammering barges down loads. To make things difficult. I mean, fish will get used to it, but definitely get less good fish in coloured water. That's a better one. It's not massive, but it's better. Oh, it's decent actually. Oop. That's a good fish, though, isn't it? On the little finesse fillet worm. 30 at least anyway. Get this guy back. Usually get a few around this size hanging out together, so hopefully some more of them. That's perch. Bunch of them, there we go. There's loads of them over there, I'd get a cast. Boom. Biggest one, oh no, second biggest one of the day. They've got nicer colours up here as well. Water's a little clearer. Straight away. I didn't jig him out. There's one. That's a little bigger, I think. Might as well while they're feeding. Nailed it. Like, it's nice shoulders on that for a small one. There, look. Oh, we're a better one there. So I missed it, but there's another one. Didn't even cast where they were hitting, and boom. They might just be switching on now, so I might go here just at the right time. But right here, just hitting, and oh, that one popped off. Just hitting right at my feet then. There we go. Not on bottom that. Like I say, it's like a foot deep or something like that. Yeah. Crazy. Proper moving it slow.